like that, and definitely knock down a few power lines as well. So that is our newest tornado warning right now, making its way. The best thing you can do if you're in this path from Port Allegany and north and east of Port Allegany in McKean County is to get in the most inner part of your house. If you have a basement, there's a brand new tornado warning issued for Potter County. You just saw that pop up right there. That is our new box. So through Liberty right now, seeing some rotation in Liberty. And just north and northwest of Keaton Summit, that is where we're also seeing a bit of rotation going on. So we have 2 tornado warnings now issued for McKean County and also Potter County in our PA counties right now. So that's what we're looking at here. And these storms are moving off towards the north and northeast and moving at a decent clip as well. So it won't take long if you're out on the far edge of these red boxes like Genesee and Harrison. Give it about 15-20 minutes. These storms can be on your back doorstep. So this gives you enough time to get where you need to go to stay safe and to get away from any kind of windows. If you have any family or friends maybe driving around in this area, I know it's a very rural part of our viewing area, a lot of trees, not a whole lot of big towns or anything like that, but still, if everyone's out and about right now, shoot them a text saying, hey, there's a tornado warning, it's time to come home, or get to any kind of shelter, the closest one possible if you can. So that is what we have in place right now, 2 tornado warnings. The new one goes until 3:15 for this this evening, and then another one goes until, let's see if this new one goes until to about 3 o'clock. So again, 2 tornado warnings issued right now. And also a third one just south of our viewing area. So I'm going to watch this here off towards really more central and northern Pennsylvania. But you can see, here's the reflectivity that these lines of storms are producing very heavy downpours, flooding downpours, and also some strong, very strong gusty winds. If you're not under that tornado warning, you're still going to see the winds pick up quite a bit. So I'm going to start again, zoom on out, get rid of that. We have a tornado warning issued for western or eastern McKean County, northwestern Potter County, and then Cartersport, you're also under that new tornado warning. Those are those red boxes right there. And that maroon color we see in northern Pennsylvania, that is a tornado watch, and that watch goes until 7 p.m. That severe thunderstorm watch, that's for all of western New York. That also goes until 7 p.m. this evening, and it's because of these storms making their way through. So luckily, I would say probably give it about an hour to an hour and a half. I think the main threat for these severe storms should be out of our viewing area and out to the east. So call it right around maybe 4 o'clock or so, 4:30. I think things should start to wind down for us here in western New York and also northern Pennsylvania. But that's what we have in place right now. 2 tornado warnings in McKean County and Potter County, and a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings in southern tier of in New York. Looks like in Allegheny County and also very southeastern Cattaraugus County. All of our northern viewing area, so all of Erie County, Niagara County, Orleans, Genesee, and Wyoming County, you guys are under that yellow blinking box. That is that severe thunderstorm warning. That goes until 3:15 this afternoon. So, and then we have a new severe thunderstorm warning for the eastern part of Wyoming County. That goes until 3:30 this evening. I'm going to zoom in on there for you so you can see some of that red and even some purple popping up, indicating that a lot of it heavy rainfall and probably even some hail going on as well, kind of giving us more of that purple color. So if you do live just west of Warsaw, Newburgh, Silver Springs, and Hardee's to Bliss, the steadiest and heaviest rainfall is just to your west. So Dutch Flats getting dumped on right now, Johnsonsburg as well in Wyoming County, and also Smith's Corner, and just east of North Java. So North Java, you guys are on the back end of that, so that's good news. Rain should start to get a little bit lighter for you. For the severe thunderstorm warning along the county line of Cattaraugus and also Allegheny County, that goes until 3:30. But from Hume through Machias, you're on the backside of that line of storms. Good news for you guys that the rain will get less and less and the wind not as strong. Ralston, though, Black Creek, and Cuba, you guys are ahead of that, so that you'll notice the skies will get darker, the rain will become much heavier, possibly some hail as well, and you'll definitely see the winds and feel the winds pick up quite a bit. Just east of Hinsdale, so Hinsdale now, you're on the backside of that line of severe storms. That is good news for you guys. Things should get a little bit lighter and easier for you. But those in McKean and Potter County, here's what we have going on. There's 2 tornado warnings. So again, if you do live in Potter County, northwestern Potter County, you do want to get to your safe place right now. I'm going to go back to our storm relative velocity. And again, this shows us what kind of rotation we may have going on here. And luckily not seeing a whole lot of rotation going on in this line of storms along our county lines of Cattaraugus and also Allegheny County. But the ones here in McKean and Potter County, again, it's very far away from State College. And let's see, here we go. I just changed our radar here. So this is now our radar from State College. And you can see where this bend is. I'm going to point with our mouse here. That is where you can see some of that rotation going on. So Roulette, just northwest of Mina and south of Durward and Hebron as well. That's where you could possibly see some of that rotation going on, just on that county line between McKean and also Potter County for this this evening, or this afternoon, I should say. So that's our 2 new warnings that popped up here. You also want to keep a close eye on this tornado warning that's just south of Potter County and Clinton County, and also Clearfield County and Cameron County. Again, that's just south of our viewing area, but those in our viewing area in very southern and southeastern, southeastern Potter County, Abbott, and also Conrad, seeing some of that, the possibility of a tornado warning for you. I'm going to toss it to our new meteorologist, Sarah Steerley. She's going to talk you a little bit through this and give myself a break and also a sip of water. Sarah.
As Mike was saying, we do have 2 new tornado warnings. That's for northwestern Potter County extending into McKean County. We do have a new one that is also for northern Potter County. We're also watching the one that's right south of Potter County as well. That could extend up into southern Potter County. So the main things associated with this storm, 1/4-inch size hail. Now that could cause damage to roofs, your cars, and you don't want to be outside for that. So if you are in these tornado warnings, you do want to take cover immediately. Now, looking at our reflectivity, this is showing how much rain is falling throughout the area. So if you're in these heavier reds and yellow colors, that's where you're going to see the heaviest amount of rainfall. And Mike just put up some lightning. We do have a lot of lightning associated with these storms as well. So being outside right now, not a good idea. If you aren't in an area where you can get to a lower level of your home, if you don't have a basement, the best thing is to get into an interior room in your house away from windows. And if you're in your car and you see rotation in the sky, a tornado forming, that's when you want to get out of your car and get in a ditch. So we're looking at our storm relative velocity right now. The green is going towards the radar, the red is going away from the radar. And when those two kind of intertwine, that's where you're going to see some rotation. And we do see some rotation going on there on the border of McKean and Potter counties. And that's going to extend upward northeastward up into the northern part of Potter County. So that could be grounds for maybe a tornado warning popping up in what is that, southern Allegheny County of New York. But for right now, we just have a severe thunderstorm warning going on there right now. And most of our viewing area actually is under severe thunderstorm warnings. You can see this line of rain that's moving through. That's going to bring heavy rainfall and straight line wind gusts, upwards of 60 miles per hour for most of the region. And that's extending up into Wyoming County and into Genesee County as well. We do have severe thunderstorm warnings up there as well. But the tornado warning, that is still in effect. That's going to be in effect until 3:15. 3 o'clock for the McKean County one. That's extending into northwestern Potter as well. And then the new one that formed will expire at 3:15 p.m. Yeah, and going back to our storm relative velocity, there is some rotation associated with that. So that is grounds to take cover. If you are in these regions, in our Pennsylvania viewing regions, you need to take cover immediately. This is not something to joke around with. I know we're interrupting your basketball games or whatever, but this is more important to us right now. So this rotation that we're seeing here, that's extending northeastward, that's going to hit northern Potter County here soon, and that's going to go in. Even if there's not a tornado warning in New York State, it's a different National Weather Service office, so they might not issue a tornado warning. But that rotation, that line of thunderstorms that we're seeing in Pennsylvania, that's going to extend upwards into New York, and that's where the severe thunderstorm warning is hit. Now, this thin band of rain that we're seeing here, these darker colors where the red and the yellows and the oranges are, that's where you're going to see the heavier rain, and that's grounds for some flash flooding as well, even though there's no warnings for that right now. In Cuba right now, that's where you're seeing the heaviest rainfall as of now. If you're westward of that right now, all of the heaviest rain has been gone through, but if you're in Amity, Wellsville areas, that's where you're going to see heavy rainfall here in the next few minutes. And that line of rain is extending into Wyoming County and some of Genesee County as well. Warsaw, you're going to see that heavy rain hit soon, and associated with that band of rain, that's where you're going to see some straight line wind gusts as well. Yeah, so if you are in Warsaw, Hermitage, Newburgh, you are getting that heavy rain right now. Silver Springs, be prepared. Buffalo Corners as well, Perry Center and Perry, be prepared for that heavy rain. You do want to get inside even for these severe thunderstorm warnings. They are not something to joke around about either. With that lightning, the rain, and the possibility of hail, there could be some major injuries associated with that. And I'll send that back to Mike for now, and I'll be back when he needs a break.
Thanks, Harry. Great job right there. Yeah, team coverage, very important because it's a lot of talking going on here. You do lose your breath quite a bit. And as we go into this evening, we're going to watch these storms very closely for you. So again, time to recap of what's going on here and why we did break in is because we do have two tornado warnings. The one for McKean County and also Potter County goes until 3 and also 3:15, and then up until about 3:45 for the newest one as well. I wouldn't be surprised if they extend this, they being the National Weather Service of Buffalo, for Allegheny County as well. This line of storms, for the most part, kind of has been sticking together quite a bit. I'm going to switch radars here and get a better idea. Here's our State College radar. It gives us a better idea of how things are looking closer to McKean and Potter County. Again, the State College radar being much closer with a much better idea of what's happening inside these storms. So I'll kind of go back to that storm relative velocity right now. And what Sarah was mentioning was that possibility for some of that bending going on, some of that rotation just north of Hebron there and just really east of Clara. That's where you possibly could see some of that rotation going on. Also, the one that was issued for Cartersport. You guys now are most likely on the back side of this system, so you can take a break, and the strongest part of the system is moving away for you. So I'm going to get rid of this here and go back to just what's happening right now, where Cartersport dealing with that steady, at times a heavy rainfall, but where we could be seeing a little bit more of that rotation. What I'm looking at here is most likely just south and east of Millport, over Coneville right now. And then if you do live and notice your towns and or roads on this, it's time to get to your most inner part of your place. Again, these storms are producing a lot of rainfall. And so if you're hoping to maybe get a picture and or a video, good chance you won't be able to because it'll be rain wrapped or within the rain, so you won't be able to see it. And the best thing you can do is stay away from your windows, get away from the glass, and get to your basement and or the most inner part of your home. If it's a closet, a bathroom, something like that, you want to kind of wait this one out. So as we look at here, I will say I think those in McKean County, I think you're A-OK right now. Yes, that tornado warning is still issued for you, but what we're looking at here at that velocity is if there is that tornado, it's not in McKean County anymore. So I wouldn't be surprised here if they drop or trim this tornado warning box in McKean County. So it just really shows parts of northwestern Potter County. For those in Potter County now the real threat is over you guys. So I think Cartersport, you guys are A-OK. Right now, if you're living north of Route 6, north of Denton Hill, I think you're in that area where we could see some of that rotation and also that tornado. So from Gold to Colesburg, Harmontown and Bingham Center, Genesee, Crystal and Oswego, that's where we're kind of seeing that possibility. You're in that line. If there's a bit of rotation going on, I think it's most likely happening between Crystal and also Oswego as well. So we're going to see this. So then again, the tornado warnings are issued through the National Weather Service of State College. Us here in Western New York, that is under the National Weather Service of Buffalo. And so they kind of talk to each other behind the scenes, those two. And I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of carry a new tornado warning going through Wellsville. So at the moment, Allegheny County, it's just a severe thunderstorm warning where you can see winds upwards of 60 miles per hour and hail around 3/4 of an inch of hail. So it is some damaging hail. But I wouldn't be surprised if they do carry this tornado warning into southeastern Allegheny counties, from Alma to Wellsville, and also West Union, and the most eastern part, or southeastern part, Painesville, Mapes, and Wellsville and Standards. I think you guys, not at the moment, but I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of issue a new tornado warning there for southeastern Allegheny County. What we have in place right now is that severe thunderstorm warning. That goes until 3:30 this afternoon. The tornado warning now in northwestern Potter County, that goes until 3 o'clock, so about 2 minutes. So I wouldn't be surprised if they drop the one in McKean County. So again, the threat for you guys, I think, is over for that tornado. But those who live in northern Potter County, I think that threat does continue for you guys, especially right around here with where my mouse is kind of showing. So even when you start to see a bit of rotation going on there, even with just our rain, here's our velocity. That's where we're probably seeing some of that rotation going on. And also where the possibility of a tornado is. So this is very northwestern Potter County. If you live in 11 Mile, Kibbville to Crystal, and also Oswego, this is kind of that area highlighted that we could see the possibility of a tornado. Our radar is indicating that it is seeing some rotation up in the storm. And now we have to really determine, I'm assuming maybe tomorrow or the next day, if we do get enough reports from viewers or storm reports that there's some damage, that the National Weather Service of State College and maybe even Buffalo could send someone to see if there actually was a tornado on the ground. But at the moment, this is all radar indicated here in McKean and also Potter County. So I'm going to zoom on out, kind of start again. I want to go back to the reflectivity, go back to our Buffalo radar. You can see where that line of severe storms are right now. So as we go through Genesee County, we have from Batavia and Leroy to East Bethany and Bethany Center. Guys are probably dealing with that very heavy torrential downpour right now, possibly some hail, and also maybe even a little bit of some strong gustier winds. I'm going to go back to that storm relative velocity here, and not really seeing any kind of, maybe a little bit right about here.